It's 7 o'clock on Saturday morning. We're anchored in Lagoon Bay, Roberton Island. Matthew wishes to sail that round hole on the rock, and I think it's an ideal day to do it. Forecast last night was for sea breeze today. Currently don't have enough connection to download the marine forecast, but I don't imagine it's changed. There's the track up to the lookout, which is up there. Looking back to Roberton Island, we did actually try and sail for 10 minutes, but the wind went away completely. Moturoa Island, and then looking to Urapuka. Matthew's having a good relaxing Saturday, and we're just running on the starboard engine. Mainsail's still up. I think motoring was the right decision. So Matthew's decided he wants to go to the hole on the rock, so that's what we'll do. Pareanui Island with Urapuka in behind. Looking across to the southern shore, and we've stayed in all these bays. Good cell phone reception now because there's a cell tower on top of that hill. There's a lot of boats anchored on the east side of Moturoa and Army Bay environs, rounding the southern end of Pareanui Island. That's Urapuka, Sunset Bay, where I spent a wonderful evening. Cable Bay, the campers are back in a vengeance. We've got a long weekend coming up next weekend, and another long weekend the weekend after. We seem to have a small ship going past. That's looking north. Cape Waiwiki, 9-pin, and then the Cavalli's in the far distance. Here's looking out through the Albert Channel. That's looking across to Rafiti. That way is Cape Brett, and the dock camp at Urapuka is well populated again. We've exited the Albert Channel. Here's the east side of Urapuka Island, and around that way is Oki Bay. Urapuka Island, Waitangi Island, and Redhead. We can see it's a redhead. Cape Waiwiki, and a pretty clear view of the Cavalli Islands. There's looking back to the Albert Channel. There's the Cape Brett Lighthouse and the cove, the old keeper's cottage, which is now a dock hut because there's a track in. she is from the other side. We're going for the gap. Well, they're going through. We've been through and travelling light, but I'm not going to go through on CATMANTOO. Yeah, they made it. Right, mate Matthew, we've been to the hole in the rock, which was your wish. So I think the plan is we stooge around vaguely heading in the right direction and wait for the northerly to come in.
Yep, and then see where we end up later.
Sounds like the spirit. Marine professional on the job, he's going to do a tack. So he's pushed tack button. Main self-tending, hang on, we'll go around here, he's taken the winch handle off the winch. So jibs in by hand and let the boat speed up to course, and then just reset the wind angle. So this is the way I do it, but I don't have enough hands to show you, and you can self-tack with one person and virtually any wind strength, and if you get the jib in at the right time, there's very little winching if any required. Alright, we're tacking again. See the expert in action on wide angle view. So we're busy discussing tacking angles and settings, because both the rudder feedback unit and the masthead wind indicator are out by a few degrees. Now one day when it's calm I'll do something about recalibrating them. The reason for the last two tacks was to clear this island, because we didn't want to lose ground and go around the leeward side of it. Well, it's a rock actually, just a very big rock. Oh, it's called Mahento Te Pahi. I'm fairly sure it used to have another name.
How do you get to the workout?
Oh, that's looking to the Bay of Islands. There's not a lot of wind over there. We're slowly getting lifted as the wind's starting to go a bit further south. We have made progress. I expect we're going to lose the wind entirely, and it should be around lunchtime so we can have lunch, and then it'll continue around to the southeast, east, and then northeast. Typical sea breeze conditions, with cumulus starting to appear over the land, even though we've got high cloud. Wind seems to be filling in from the north. We've been going very slow, terrible tacking angles because there's been very little wind. But current plan is head back to Black Rocks, which is over there. But we have made progress, not fast but pleasant. But what the wind's going to do in the next couple of hours is hard to be sure. Lunchtime, and the breeze is picking up a bit more steady. Right, fish on. So I've put the boat up into the wind to stop us. It's much easier when there's more than one person, because if I do this on my own then things tend to go slack. There you go, little skipjack. Proud fisherman.
Yep.
And we'll deal with her shortly. We've had lunch, we've already got meat out for tea, but I'm sure we can have her for lunch tomorrow. Fisherman has to now clean the blood off, so we've bled him, ickied him for her, Currently hove to, which is a very useful thing with the sailboat. That means we're not really going anywhere very quickly. We're making good steady progress now. So down there is the Albert Channel where we emerged from, and there is Redhead. So there's Cape Wewiki, 9-pin, and then behind we can see the Cavallies. That's looking up to the Kerikeri Inlet, with Te Pahi Inlet off to the right. Waitangi Pai here, and around the corner Russell's that way. We have a very large cruise ship in port, anchored off Waitangi. Roberton Island, Moturoa Island, Moturoa, and Redhead. And way back there is Cape Brett and Hole in the Rock Island. We've decided to actually head in the direction of 4 islets rather than Black Rocks. Go over to Black Rocks. There's the cruise ship about to disappear behind Moturoa Island, up towards the Kerikeri Inlet. Around that point is Te Pahi Inlet, where I was yesterday morning. Over here is Wairoa Bay. Here's some of the 4 islets. One gap between those two, and another one. Oh, well, here's the first of the islets. There's another one hiding in behind. Go to the left hand side of that one, or pass it to starboard, and the second of the first two. Lots of very flash houses on this whole peninsula. Lots of rocks around here. Can go around the back of this one, although it's quite a narrow passage on the northeast corner. Now need to head through that gap. So apparently the proper name is Te Pahi Islands, although the cruising guide has it as 4 islets. It's looking across to Moturoa Island and Black Rocks. Lots of rocks between this island and the shore, and as you can see, other rocks in various places. We're just after low tide. High tide, most of these rocks are covered. Anchored in Wairoa Bay. There's the Te Pahi Islands, or 4 islets. The Black Rocks and Moturoa Island. We've got some reefs probably 80 feet in behind us. There's another reef just out between that way, and we can still see Cape Brett and Piercy, or Hole in the Rock Island. He's been busy fishing where we've done the filleting, so he's caught a number of very small snapper which have been all put back or jumped off. And he's got another little fish. Our first cast.
Yeah, I just dropped it.
There's my fish. Matthew hooked one and let it go, or it fell off. 2 casts, 2 fish, that's all we need. We have some fishermen on shore now. We were over in that corner there. Around that point is Te Pahi Inlet. Current plan is to head over here to Black Rocks. We can just make out Hole in the Rock Island through there. And Cape Brett just coming into view in the next gap. What wind we had has gone. That's where we were yesterday. Over here is Moturoa Island, and way up there one gets to Tarakihi. Don't really want to come through this gap here. We are anchored at the northeastern corner of Moturoa Island. It's looking to Black Rocks. Basalt lava flows. We came from back over there. Matthew's wetting his line again. Oh, actually, that's my rod.
Your rod's hooked up.
Oh, my rod. Cool. One cast, 1 fish.
Yeah. Oh, the high clouds burnt off. It's a beautiful hot day now, so that's where I was snorkeling over there. It's dead flat calm in here. We didn't exactly tidy the sail up last night. Well, the fish curry tasted very nice. Tide's gone out a lot, and we're going to head on our way. So Matthew's just hauling the main up. It's a lot calmer through here than last time we came. There's Battleship Rock.
We were over there. We seem to be short of breaking waves today. Current plan, Matthew's request, sail over towards Russell, then down to Waitangi and let him head home. Well, there's the passage we came through. We're looking at the south side of Moturoa Island, and down round the corner is Kent Passage. We've got a nice breeze now, which of course means that I'll be into it after I drop Matthew off. Here's Russell again. So our moorings up there. Their own wee enclosures over there outside steering stations. Big cat. Now I would like that house, or even that commercial property would be very nice. This is Te Pahi Bay. Around the corner to the left is the Russell Boating Club or Yacht Club. I'll admit to ignorance, maybe it's Te Pahi Bay, but I have enough trouble with English. Up here is Pareanui Bay. Matthew's car's still here in one piece and starts. It's going to push me off, make life easy for me, and then I start heading homeward. Happily sailing now. There's the Waitangi Mission House flagpole, big gazebo, as in 2 weekends time, or 3 weekends time. It's Waitangi Day. As usual, we're going to be tacking into a sea breeze. Should be a pleasant but long sail. Going up towards Brampton Banks. This is all an old lava flow, so lots of rocks under the water. We will be tacking soon. We need to get way up there. It looks like Tucker Thompson again coming around Tarpeka Point. Redhead Island in behind them in the far distance. Sunday yacht race going on. That looks like an Eccles, a very nice classical design. Some form of sports boat, I believe, and there's the leader's this larger keeler with the green spinnaker. Looks like we're just going to pass in front of this one. We've got our disturbed wind. I'm sure they'll be back up to full speed very shortly. We're going to jibe right at us. No, we're dropping the sail. Must be training because there's a Bay of Islands Sailing Week coming up. So they had the Jenica up a minute ago, but I missed it. Looks like a TP52, and one of Matthew's specialties is TP52 masts and spreaders. Make a wild assumption and presume they're way faster to windward than we are. There we go, attack. The ship could have come in an awful lot faster though. Oh, here's another race boat arriving. Would have sailed up from Auckland. Back to Tarpeka Point, it's starting to rain a bit further west. We're on a nice reach at the moment, heading that away. A nice flash cat. Passing Lagoon Bay, Roberton Island. Oh, they're in to have a tourist look at Lagoon Bay. Only thing is they make more wake when they slow down. I'm going to head in
to here, Pareanui Bay, for the night. Had lunch under the headland on the left back last week now, I suppose. Here we are in Pareanui Bay, anchored under sail, not a lot of wind. The flash house has got shutters down on all the windows I can see. I was around the other side of this headland not that long ago, and we certainly have rain showers over on the northern and western shores of the Bay of Islands. There's looking to Wairoa Island and Tarakihi Island in behind.